Part 1. The Mirror's Secret. Ian had just moved into his new rented apartment, a small but cozy place near his university. The previous tenant had left behind an old, tall mirror leaning against the bedroom wall. It had a few scratches, but Ian didn't mind. The first night, as he was about to sleep, he noticed something strange. His reflection in the mirror seemed a little off, a fraction of a second slower than his real movements. Thinking it was just his imagination, he turned off the lights and went to bed. But at exactly 3 a.m., he woke up. A faint whisper echoed through the room. It was so soft, almost like the sound of his own breath. His eyes darted toward the mirror, and for a split second, he saw it. His reflection was still staring at him, even though he had turned away. Part 2. The Shadow Behind the Glass. The next day, Ian avoided looking at the mirror too much, convincing himself it was just lack of sleep. However, the whispers continued. Every night at 3 a.m., he would wake up to faint murmurs, like someone trying to speak but unable to form words. One night, he decided to test his fear. Standing in front of the mirror, he raised his hand. His reflection followed, but with a slight delay. He moved closer. The whispering grew louder. His own reflection's lips started moving, but no words came out. Then his reflection smiled. Ian didn't. Part 3. The thing in the mirror fear gripped his heart. He turned away, refusing to believe what he saw. But just as he stepped back, he heard something behind him. A soft tap, 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 like fingertips against glass. Slowly, with trembling hands, he turned back to the mirror. His reflection was standing still, no longer copying him. But there was something else, a shadowy figure behind his reflection, grinning. His own reflection whispered, "Don't turn around." Ian's blood ran cold. The whisper wasn't coming from the mirror anymore. It was coming from behind him. The lights flickered. The whisper turned into a raspy breath on his neck. He finally screamed. Part 4. The Missing Tenant. The next morning, the landlord came by after receiving multiple complaints from neighbors about Ian's screams. But when he unlocked the apartment, Ian was gone. The only thing left was the mirror, standing in the same